Hi everyone, this is my chocolate X cake recipe. The ingredients you'll need is vanilla, bicarb soda, some measuring equipment, a spoon, cocoa powder, salt, flour and caster sugar, and a big bowl. And if you're making it in an X, a mold like this. And if you're just making a chocolate cake, well then like just a round mold. Okay, so to start you put all the dry ingredients in. So start with the flour and the caster sugar and cocoa powder. And now you grab your bicarb of soda and you grab your measuring, and then you put on one spoon. So make sure you level that off and you just put that in. And then you grab your vanilla. Use the same, so 1 tablespoon. You measure it out. And because vanilla can be sticky, make sure it's not dripping down the side of the bottle when you close it. Okay, and then you add a pinch of, oh that's more than a pinch, a pinch of salt. And now you give it just a quick mix. We're still going to add some more ingredients though. This is my grandma's chocolate recipe and I'm taking it and putting it as an X. And instead of like cutting it into an X shape once you're done, because then you'll be able to like see the inside of the cake, you should bake it like as an X. Okay, so now that you've done that, it should look a bit like this, so you can see like all the different ingredients. Now just make a well in so we can put some more wet ingredients. So now you grab 4 eggs and you put them in the middle. Make sure you try not to get any of the shell in, and if you do, just try and get it, grab it and just... Okay. Just, wipe your hands after. Now you grab your milk and you have 1 cup of milk. It's a good idea to pour it over the bowl, because that way if you spill anything, it's already in there. It's already above the bowl. Okay, so now it doesn't look as nice, but now you mix it, and if you want, you can mix it with one of those electric mixers, but it's better to mix it by hand. But if you decide to mix it with an electric mixer, then it's for roughly about 3 minutes until it starts to come together like a runny mixture. Or by hand it's better though, because you can make sure all the flour comes in from the sides and there's no lumps. Okay, I just realised I forgot the butter. So I have 150 grams of melted butter. It's almost melted, most of it. Just pour that in while you're mixing. Now usually you'd actually put this in before you start mixing it together like I did, but I completely forgot it. And you mix this. Okay. So now I've put my butter in and mixed it a bit. The butter is a bit like doesn't mix, so you need to mix it for a bit until it's nice and smooth and rather thick but still runny. And just before we move the tin, we'll just recap. So 150 grams of butter, softened butter, 2 cups of self-raising flour, 1.5 of caster sugar, 4 eggs, a teaspoon of bicarb soda, a teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, half a cup of cocoa powder and a cup of milk. So now I'm just going to move my bowl to the side and grab my mold. Okay. So of course, you know, if you had like a proper mold, it'd look a bit better than this. This is just a makeshift mold. So I'm going to just put the spray, so just non-stick spray. You don't need that much, but you know, when you're working with like this, you just need to make sure that your cake doesn't... Okay, so I'm not an expert, I'm just doing this for homework, but don't put it on the middle because you can get it out there. You put it on the side so it doesn't stick, and that is still way too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick the bowl up and hope this goes well. Just use a spoon to pour it into the mold. Uh-oh. Okay, now I've done this. I suggest you actually do this like, you know, if you open your oven drawer, you use that as kind of a bench, because carrying a big like X-shaped cake over to the oven is going to be hard, but we'll manage it. So now you just put your cake in a 180 non-fan power for an hour and 15 minutes, round about then, depending on how long it takes to cook. And after an hour and a bit, you have a cake like this. Yeah, I suggest you keep checking it as well, because I was going to put mine in for an hour and 15 minutes, and I took it out after about 50-60 minutes, so just make sure you keep an eye on it. Ta-da! And once you take it out and put it on a plate, it looks a lot better.